Hey guys, welcome to my video. For today's tutorial, I will be teaching you how to make the flowing wave stitch. To begin, all you're going to need is some yarn and a crochet hook. For this tutorial, you will need to know how to make chains, the double crochet stitch, double crochet increase, double crochet decrease, and how to make the puff stitch. I have videos on all of those and I will have them listed down below. Starting from the very beginning, making chains, you're going to make chains in the multiple of 10 plus 4. I have already made 34 chains on my hook. To start row 1, make 1 double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook. You'll now make 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. And that's going to be 4 double crochet made so far for our first side. We now need to make our first decrease or valley. You're going to double crochet decrease over the next 3 chains. Yarn over your hook, insert your hook into the first chain, grab that yarn, pull it through, pulling up a loop. Yarn over, take that through 2 loops only. That is the bottom of a double crochet. Same thing in the next one, yarn over your hook 1 time, insert your hook into the next chain, grab that yarn, pull it through, pulling up a loop. Yarn over, take that through 2 loops only. That is also the bottom of a double crochet. Now we need a third one. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, grab that yarn, pull it through, pulling up a loop. Yarn over, take that through 2 loops only. That is also the bottom of a double crochet. We have 3, so yarn over and take that through all of the loops to complete that 3 double crochet decrease over 3 chains. Now we're going to make our next side. Make a double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now we need to make our first increase or peak. Into the next chain, you're going to make 3 double crochet all into that next chain together. So that's 1, 2, and 3 all together in that chain for that increase or peak. Now we need to make our next side. Make 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. Now you can see how everything is looking. So we have a side over here, a decrease or valley, a side, a increase or peak, and then a side. So you'll start repeating from this decrease or valley. So over the next 3 chains, you're going to make a double crochet decrease. Now into each of the next 3 chains, you're going to make 1 double crochet for our next side. Next, we need to make our increase or peak. So into the next chain, make 3 double crochet all together into that same chain. Now we need our next side and make 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. Now we're going to make that decrease or valley. Make that decrease over 3 chains like we had done. Now when you get to the end of your row, you're going to have 4 chains left. That is going to match the beginning of our row where we made those 4 double crochet. So you're going to make a double crochet into each of the last 4 chains for the last side of our chevron. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's how row 1 is looking. To start row 2, make 2 chains. These 2 chains will count as a double crochet stitch. To start our first side, you're going to skip the first stitch. Into the next one, you're going to make a puff stitch. Yarn over your hook, insert your hook into the stitch, grab that yarn, pull it through, pulling up a loop. Yarn over your hook, insert your hook back into that same stitch, grab that yarn, pull it through, pulling up a loop. Yarn over your hook, insert your hook back into that same stitch, grab that yarn, pull it through, pulling up a loop. So we yarned over 3 times to make this puff stitch. Then yarn over one last time. To complete it, you're going to take that yarn through all of the loops on your hook to complete that puff stitch. You're then going to make a chain to skip the next stitch. Now, over the next 3 stitches, we're going to make that same double crochet decrease. It's just going to be worked into these stitches instead of chains like we had been doing. So into this first one, make the bottom of a double crochet. Into this next one, make that bottom of a double crochet. In that third one, make the bottom of a double crochet. You're going to have all 3 of those made, all 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, take that through all of the loops to complete that decrease. Now make a chain to skip the next stitch. For our next side, into this next stitch, you're going to make that same puff stitch. Then you're going to make a chain to skip the next stitch. So this is how everything is looking so far. Basically, instead of double crochet stitches, we're making chain spaces and puff stitches for our sides. The decrease stays the same, and then you can see this is our next side with this chain, puff, and then chain. So we're using this chain that we made to skip this stitch into the next one to line everything up. It should be the middle double crochet of our previous increase. So you can see this is 3 stitches right here, which was our increase or our peak from our last row. You'll be working into that middle one and you'll make 3 double crochet all into that stitch together. And that is going to be that increase or peak. Now you're going to make a chain to skip a stitch. We're starting our next side. Into this next one, you're going to make that same puff stitch. Then make a chain to skip a stitch. Now over the next 3 stitches, you're going to make that 3 double crochet decrease or our valley. So it's starting with this one right here. Make the bottom of a double crochet. Into this next one, bottom of a double crochet. Into this third one, bottom of a double crochet. Once you have all 3 of those made over those 3 stitches, yarn over, take that through all of the loops to complete that decrease or valley. Make a chain to skip a stitch. Into this next one, you're going to make that puff stitch. Then make a chain to skip a stitch. So you can see how everything is looking so far. We have the same setup that we had in our last row. Sides on top of sides, decreases on top of decreases, sides on top of sides, increases on top of increases, and then sides on top of sides. So for this sequence, you would start repeating. If you're repeating all of that, you would start repeating from this decrease. So it's going to be a decrease, side. Then next we are skipping this next stitch with the chain we made. And into this next stitch, we're making 3 double crochet for our increase. All in that same stitch together. To start our next side, make a chain to skip a stitch. Into this next one, you're going to make that puff stitch. Then you're going to make a chain to skip a stitch. Then over these next 3 stitches, you're going to make that double crochet decrease. Then make a chain to skip a stitch. Into this next one, make that puff stitch. Make a chain to skip a stitch. So once you reach the end of your row, you're skipping this stitch right here. You've got some chains over here left. You're going to make a double crochet into the top of those chains at the end of this row, and it's going to match the chains that we made at the beginning of this row. And that's how row 2 is looking. To start row 3, make 2 chains. These 2 chains will count as a double crochet stitch. Row 3 is going to be another solid double crochet row, so we're going to need the same setup like we had in row 1 in this row. So in row 1, we started with a side of 4 double crochet, went into a decrease, had a side of 3, increase, side of 3, and then started repeating from this decrease. But the beginning of our row and the end of our row, we had 4 double crochet. So we're going to have 4 double crochet at the beginning of this row and the end of this row as well. These chains counted as a double crochet, so we already have 1. Into the first stitch, you can make a double crochet. Into this next stitch, which is a puff stitch, you can make a double crochet. And then into this next chain space, you're going to make a double crochet, and that's going to give you 4 with those chains. Now we need to make our valley or decrease. You're going to be doing basically the same thing. It's going to be a 3 double crochet decrease, but you're going to be working into this open space, this decrease stitch, and the next open space. So yarn over, insert your hook into this first open space, grab that yarn, pull it through, pulling up a loop. Yarn over, take that through 2 loops only. That's the first one. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, grab that yarn, pull it through, pulling up a loop. Yarn over, take that through 2 loops only. That is that second bottom of a double crochet. And then into this next chain space, do the same thing. There's that third one. You're going to yarn over and take that through all of those loops to complete that decrease into this open space, this decrease stitch, and this open space. Now we need our next side. Into this next puff stitch, make a double crochet. Into this next open space, make a double crochet. And then into this next stitch, make a double crochet. Now we've come to our next increase or peak. Into this next stitch, make 3 double crochet all into the same stitch together. Now we're to our next side. Into this next stitch, make a double crochet. Into this next chain space, double crochet, and into this next stitch, double crochet. So you can see that's how everything is looking. We're now going to start repeating from that first decrease. You're going to decrease over this chain space, this stitch, and this chain space right here. There's that first bottom of a double crochet. There's that next one in that stitch. And then that third one in that other chain space. Yarn over, take that through all the loops to complete that decrease. Now we need our next side of 3. 1 double crochet into the next stitch. 1 double crochet into this chain space. 1 double crochet into this next stitch. Now we need our peak or our increase. Into this next stitch, you're going to make 3 double crochet. You can see how everything is looking so far, how everything is lining up. Now we need our next side. Into this next stitch, double crochet. Into this next chain space, double crochet. Into this next stitch, double crochet. And that's 3 for that side. We're going to make that double crochet decrease into this chain space, this decrease stitch, and this next chain space here. Now we're to our last side, but since this is the end of our row, we're going to need 4 double crochet. Into this stitch right here, double crochet. Into this chain space between this stitch and these chains, double crochet. And then into the top of these last chains at the end of this row, make 2 double crochet, and that's going to give you all 4 for the end of this row. And that's how row 3 is looking. To start row 4, make 2 chains. These 2 chains will count as a double crochet stitch. Row 4 is going to be similar to the last row, row 3 and row 1, where we made a solid row of just double crochet stitches. It's going to be worked into stitches instead of chain spaces and chains though, like we did down here. So same thing, just worked into stitches. So we have our 2 chains that count as a double crochet. We need to have 4 double crochet because we're sticking with that same count of having 4 stitches at the start of our row and at the end. So into the first stitch, make a double crochet, into the next stitch, double crochet, and into the next stitch, double crochet. And that's going to give us those 4 double crochet with those chains. Now we can 3 double crochet decrease across these next 3 stitches, just like we had been doing. Now we're going to make 1 double crochet into each of the next stitches for the next side. So it's going to match up. It's going to start with a side, valley or decrease, the next side, and then into the next stitch you're going to make 3 double crochet all together for that peak or increase. Now for our next side, you're going to make a double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So this is how everything is looking, and you're going to start repeating from this decrease or valley. You're going to double crochet decrease over the next 3 stitches. One double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches for your next side. 3 double crochet into this next stitch for our next peak or increase. 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches for your next side. 3 double crochet decrease across these next 3 stitches. Now we've come to our last side. You're going to have to make 4 double crochet total. So into this next stitch, make 1. Into the last stitch, make 2. And then into the top of these last chains at the end of this row, which counted as a double crochet, you're going to make a double crochet into the top of them for a total of 4 at the end of this row. And that's how row 4 is looking. You would now repeat rows 2, 3, and 4 in order for however long you want your project. And that is going to be how to make the flowing wave stitch. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more from me. You can follow me on all social media at Crochet Me Lovely, all one word. Please leave me any feedback down below for future videos and tutorials that you would like to see. Thank you guys so much for being here and have a great day.